Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today's video is going to be a guide to the Berserker class for early game players. This is more aimed at mid to late game players, like maybe floor 4, floor 5 grinders. But I mean, if you're a late game player, you can just stick around, see, maybe you might learn something. But anyways, everything that's in this backpack, to start off with, we're going to go with armor. And I'm telling you, Shadow Assassin armor, that's the way to go. You're going to need Shadow Assassin armor. Helmet is about 2 mil. The boots are about 1.2 mil, I believe. And the leggings are about 4 mil. But I don't actually have leggings to show. I have because some people can't afford the 4 mil. Like maybe you've just saved up for the boots and the helmet and you can't afford the leggings. So what I am going to say is adaptive leggings is a good alternative. Also, you can get zombie knight leggings because those are also pretty good. And heavy leggings, if you're having survivability problems, like you're dying too much, then heavy leggings are really good. They're a good alternative. They're good for tanking. Without a tanking reforge, you can see 800 defense, really OP, and that's with smart, which is pretty bad reforge. But anyways, why I'm going to say if you do have survivability problems, you should get a rare diamond. It costs about 1k on auction. It's really cheap. And it gives you the reinforced reforge, which is good for survivability, gives you a lot of defense. Or you can get a diamond atom, which gives you the same amount of defense as rare diamond, but gives you a second perk, which gives you plus 2% of your total defense additional. And in dungeons where everything is multiplied, you get lots of defense, plus 2%, that's pretty good. And for chest plate, because Shadow Assassin chest plate, it's about 30 mil, it's really expensive. So what I am going to recommend is a zombie knight chest plate. The good thing about this is that it uses, I believe, undead essence to star. So that makes it really cheap to star, because undead essence is really easy to get. Loads of people have lots of. And what I also do want to say is I have a mod, as you can see, obtained from floor 7. That the higher the floor, the better stats it has, essentially. So I'm going to recommend you try get a really high floor one, because the higher the floor, the better. And as you can see, this one's floor 7. You can also get a legendary one. This one's epic. I mean, it just gives better reforge stats. And yeah, what I also do want to mention is for damage, because I showed you guys the tanky reforges for damage. You can get ancient, and this is about 800k. It used to be a lot cheaper, but price has kind of gone up since people have stopped floor 7 due to a bug being patched. But anyways, it's really good. Ancient, it gives you a lot of damage. I have it on my chest plate, I believe. Yeah, you can see 25 strength, 32 crit damage. The crit damage will actually depend on your kata level. So if you're kata 10, then it will only be plus 10 crit damage. I'm kata 32, so it gives me 32 crit damage. And what I do want to mention, if you are having serious survivability problems with an armor set like this, I am going to recommend Necromancer Lord armor. This is a really good armor set for tanking. The stats are really good, and without hot potato books, without any reforges or anything, 20 HP, 200 HP, sorry, and 160 defense outside of dungeons is really good. And also, when you hit Kata 26, which seems like a long time from now, but if you ever do, what I'm going to tell you is that a tarantula helmet is really good. It's really useful, and I do recommend it. A non-starred one is pretty bad because you'll die really quickly with it. But if you star it, it requires Kata 26, and it's really good because as you can see from the bottom, the ability plus 1 crit damage per 10 strength. In dungeons you get 3k strength at the end of a dungeon. It's pretty OP depending on what floor you grind. Better blessings depending on the floor. But I mean, if you have 3k strength, that's 300 crit damage just from one helmet, which is pretty OP. What I do want to say is once you start doing dungeons, you make a lot of money. What armor set you're going to want to move on to is Necron. Necron is really OP. You guys can see 65 strength, 62 crit damage. That's really good. And this is only 4-starred as well. You should 5-star it. And yeah, it's really OP. It's really good armor set. It costs about 20 mil for the boots, 25 mil for the leggings. I believe the chest plate is over 50 mil. I'm saving up for it currently. But yeah, I do recommend it. It is really good as an armor set. And final message that I do want to say, if you are having survivability problems before moving on to an armor set like this, because you sacrifice a lot of damage, what I'm going to recommend is you hot potato book everything. As you can see, the plus 80, plus 40. If I go to Bizarre, hot potato books, you need about 10, so it's about 500k per armor piece, and it's definitely 100% worth it. Now, moving on to weapons. We've got two main weapons. we've got the Livid Dagger and the Flower of Truth. Flower of Truth is really good for clearing runes. As you can see from the bottom, you shoot a rose that hits 3 enemies. That basically, like, it goes for them. You don't even have to aim, so it's really good at like clearing runes. And the Livid Dagger has 100% attack speed, which is really good for like attacking mini bosses really quickly. And a good sword that I really did want to mention, I don't know if I can, because it's kind of fallen in price. As you can see, it's about 8 mil. But I remember when I used to use it, it was about 4 mil, I believe. I mean, it was about 5 mil. The price has kind of gone up. I guess it's been recognized more. But it's really OP because it gives you defense. And when you hold it, your EHP goes up by like a lot. And even for in terms of damage as well, like one hit out damages one hit from a Livid Dagger. Of course, a Livid Dagger is better because of attack speed. It's good for mini bosses, but I do want to say that, like, if you do need defense, it is a really good sword. It's kind of sad that's like 8 mil now, but I mean, it was a really good sword, and it still is. It's just it costs a lot more. And anyways, if you have been saving up and really want like a really OP sword, a Shadow Fury, if I can show it, it's about 15 mil. So yeah, it's expensive, but the damage is really good, and just holding it gives you like almost 100 speed, which is really OP, and the damage is uncontested. It's really high. It's better than a Livid, it's better than a Necromancer's Lord sword, it's better than a lot of things. And also the ability, I haven't actually tried it, but it seems cool. It teleports you to mobs within 12 blocks, allowing you to hit them, which is really cool. I mean, your aim should be to one tap them, so if you can one tap them, then that's good. You can just teleport behind them. But anyways, done with swords now. Moving on to pets, and there are 3 main pets. I only have 2 here. I'm going to show the first one first. I do /AH, a baby Yeti. The lowest bin, it's about 30 mil. I'd say go for an epic, because an epic is easier to level up. But I mean, this is like a long-term investment. Even my co-op members just saving up for one. But it is really cool. You can see gain 1% of your strength as defense. That ability is from an epic. A legendary has like buff the Yeti sword, which you don't even need to worry about. But at a high level, if I can just find a high level one real quick, at level 100, you can see gives 100% of your strength as defense. And in dungeons, you get like 3k strength, as I mentioned earlier. This sword right here, Flower of Truth, when it's with the Wizardry Forge, you just hold it, you get a ton of strength. So I mean, like with this, with the 2k strength, if you get like 5k strength, that's like 5k defense with a level 100. But level 100 is pretty expensive. You go for like level 80 maybe, make more sense. But yeah, it is really OP. It's really expensive. And if you don't have enough money, what I would recommend is either a blue whale or a turtle. A blue whale, you can see the ability gain 1.5 defense per 30 HP. At level 100, it's gain 3 defense per 30 HP. So it's basically just like your HP divided by 10 and then given to your defense. So right now I have 2000 HP, as you can see. So that's about like, that would give me 200 defense from a blue whale that's level 100. So I guess that's really OP. And also you can see the top ability plus 100 and 2 HP. At level 100, that would give me plus 200 HP. And now for a turtle, you can see that the second ability, it's really underrated. Gives you like 20% defense, which is a lot. That's like my defense right now. It's my defense is at 1,300. 20% of that is approximately, I believe, let me just work it out. It's about 250 or so, and then that's like that would give me 250 defense, and that doesn't even include the other abilities. As you can see, it gives you at the top, it will give you at level 100, it's about 60 HP and it's about 100 defense, which is OP. And also the gain defense and health when near water. I actually used to use that, you know, in Fairy Room. There's like a pond. What I would do is, I keep opening the wrong backpack, I would lead a lost adventurer there, and then I would kill it in the water because I'd be a lot tankier, it'd be a lot easier to kill. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. I hope you guys helped you guys out. What I do want to mention, if you do start grinding, I mean, this is a bit like later in the far future, but I didn't include this, is a golden Necron helmet. It's actually better than Tarantula helmet, so I mean, you could go for it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Bye.